I have no clue.
Yeah. Well, Linda told me that you signed up some special people in the business. So,
Oh, yeah, we got a
so,
rock
so
star,
yeah.
upcoming rock star in Texas. That's right.
So, so some of you are probably wondering, how is Julius here? How is he here when he is driving? He should be sitting
Yeah, how you?
down in Delaware because cloning is real. My name is George, right, Jr. My son calls all my AI stuff. My name is George, and we guys, we I know many of you have reached out to me because we didn't know we were doing a save and serve tonight. But then I had some
Yeah.
calls. I had some calls, and some people were saying, Julius, we need to save and we need to serve tonight. And so I want to give Ed Kenny a huge shout out. Ed is in Delaware right now, and me and little Julius are in the middle somewhere. So, but we are here tonight on Save and Serve, and happy to be here. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes or so because I know we have people coming in, and also I'm going to take a few minutes at the end for those of you who are launching Save and Serve with churches and organizations. Let me just give another minute, and also let's get our live stream set up for all of our folks as well. And so we will stay on a schedule. Just so you guys know, what we're going to do is that the schedule that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do each Monday the next 4 weeks. Okay, and so we're going to lock that in so everybody can plan for that properly. And then what we'll do is that we'll kind of take it either every other week from there, or determine the best path forward so that everybody can have access to recordings. And at that point, we would have enough recordings, enough launches, and how we do it. So welcome. Please let us know if you're calling tonight from a church, a nonprofit, or organization. Please, can you mind putting that in the chat? What organization you're calling from, or just go ahead and announce the church or organization you're representing tonight. And tonight we have a special guest because we're gonna I have it's three of us tonight because Linda Washington's in the house too, and she's gonna be helping me kick off Save and Serve. What I'm gonna say tonight, just some housekeeping rules. If you have questions during the presentation, let's put them in the chat. I want to get them answered. We got so many great questions from church leaders over the last few weeks. We are compiling a comprehensive frequently asked questions for nonprofits, for churches, for religious organizations, for youth organizations, and we will have a comprehensive frequently asked questions on how to launch. Some folks heard me talk about the community energy program. People were saying, what is that? Here's what I want you to know, though, that what we're going to share tonight, if you are a organization and you have members, we're going to show you right away how to have impact to those members. And that's going to be just incredible because right now there's a serious crisis going on, and I'm excited to be able to help have a solution for it. So, Dr. Twigs, we're going to get ready to get started. Yeah, so yes, ma'am.
Yes, just a quick question. Are you recording yet?
I am actually, yes, I am streaming. Let me just double check my stream because it did something weird right when I hit. Yes, and I will put the live stream in the chat as well. Give me 1 second. Get started. Yeah, so yes, ma'am.
Yes, just
Yep, there we go. We are on YouTube right now. Let me copy this and put into the chat for those of you who may have people that you want to see this. So this will be our live stream. Welcome everybody who's looking at us on YouTube and on Facebook. So we are live on both. So we are good to go there. The other thing is that again, let's go ahead and take one more chance to welcome people in. If you have not announced yourself, please announce yourself and where you're calling from.
Linda Washington from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Beverly Holmes, Orange, New Jersey.
hey, Belle.
Miss Beverly, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, all
Good to
right.
hear your voice.
Yes. Rita Twigs from Virginia.
Larry from New Jersey.
Hello, Larry. I can't see you.
Vonda from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Ohio in the house.
Stan from Maryland.
We have someone named Zoom user. If Zoom user could announce yourself and let us know who you are and where you're calling from, please.
This is Shelley from Maryland.
Gwen from South Carolina.
Okay, South Carolina in the house.
Stan from Maryland.
Dr. Stan Richards. I told Stan we weren't having a call tonight, so I know he's talking bad about me. Stan, we
Oh.
really wasn't. We really wasn't, Stan. Don't talk about me, Stan.
It's all good,
It's all
Dr.
good. It's
Stan.
all good, bro.
We're all in this
Look,
together. So that's the main thing.
so no, definitely, Stan. We got to do some presentations together in Maryland too. So let's definitely connect.
Maryland in the house.
Yeah. And so let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Tonight, to all of our energy advisors, to all of our guests here tonight, tonight's presentation is called Save and Serve. If you're wondering what that is, it is a presentation to talk about how you can help your organization earn income by helping the members, okay? Earn funds for the mission that you're trying to achieve. And I have two really amazing people here tonight. The first one is a gospel psalmist, recording artist, retired IT executive after 30 years. I would say she's from Maryland. She was in Maryland for a while, and now she's in Atlanta, Georgia. But she's somebody that not only has built her business at a powerful level on her way to regional director, but she is also somebody, we were just laughing. It's been almost 2 years since I was in Georgia, and we sat and had dinner and had a conversation about this company called Think Plus. But she has really been the nucleus for what Save and Serve has turned into. And it really started with this lady, Linda Washington, saying, "Hey, look, I know a couple of churches." And next thing you know, I said, "Well, I feel like we can go to churches all over the country, and we can really build something incredible." And so, Linda, I'm not even sharing my camera. Linda, share a little bit about just kind of who you are, what you've been able to do. You have churches in Maryland and all over the country that are a part of this. So just share a little bit about yourself, and then hand it off to Dr. Twiggs.
Hey, I'm Linda Washington. I am a retired IT executive, and I've worked for some of the largest companies in the world, computer companies, IBM, CSC, DEC, Wang, and I had a 30-plus year career selling computer systems to the federal government, billion-dollar contracts, and I was successful in my right. And basically, I realized early on that the closest thing you could be to owning your own company or in the realm that you could be in was being in sales, because there was no cap. You determine how much you made. And when I saw this in this particular energy opportunity, I was like, whoa, 6 figures in a month. I'm in. So, I would like to thank everybody for being here. Thank you. Welcome. And I am excited about this opportunity and where it's going to go. It's going to be $1 billion company plus, and we get to be a part of the beginning of it. Is no place like being than at the beginning. So you're in the right place at the right time with the right company, with the right people going in the right direction. So take your pen and pad out and get ready to take notes. You're on for the opportunity of a lifetime and something very valuable to add to your portfolio. Thank you, Julius.
And Linda, you're working with churches in Maryland. You're working with churches in different states, right?
Yeah.
You're working with pastors. We're working with music ministries. We're working with a lot of different types of organizations. What's the one thing you would say that they've learned or benefited the most from, based on what you've seen?
Well, the main thing is to get the pastor on board with whoever the executive board is, but to let them know that they're about helping people. There's not a church that I know that hasn't had a person to come and ask them for assistance for a mortgage, for a rental, or for energy, because we got to have our lights, we got to have our internet. So, and they all kind of can identify with that and on board with it. So I would say reach out and let people know that you have something for free to offer their congregation and their church that will allow them to save for 20 plus years. So go ahead and do it.
Thank you for that, and you're touching a lot of people, a lot of congregations, and my co-host, she is the most humble. Let me tell you, and if you don't know who she is, Dr. Rita Twiggs, who is soon to be Bishop Rita Twiggs. Yes, I'm putting it out in the world. I'm excited to celebrate her as a brand new bishop in August. And, she has been on this journey with me. My vision is to touch 10,000 churches. And she has been a huge part of that as well with Linda. But her heart is just a servant's heart. Like, if I was to ask her how many people, how many things, she's like, look, I don't know, but we're going to talk to somebody else. And we continue to talk to people, but her spirit is one to give and to serve. And so I'm happy to be on this journey with you to touch 10,000 churches. Dr. Twiggs.
Just want to say hello to everybody. It's been a wonderful day. Thanks be to God. He has given us a victory in our lives in every single way. And I'm not going to say anything else except this. Been preaching and teaching and serving for 52 years plus. I'm not tired yet. The vision that Save and Serve is providing is a perfect vehicle for helping people. A perfect vehicle for helping people you know and people you don't know. And I promise you this, if you will help somebody, you'll be helping others and God will be helping you. We have the best of the best with us. People like Kirk Coran and Lisa Kinney and Julius Weems and Linda Washington and so many others who are here to help you help others. And all I got to say, let's help as many as we can and watch God help us.
Thank you so much. And I always like to brag on her because she will not brag on herself.
No, she
But
won't.
this lady, let me help y'all understand. She is one of the, and don't get me wrong, let me just make sure I get this right. One of the first female pastors and teachers at the Potter's House in Dallas, Texas. But when I tell you she has pastors that are her children, like hundreds of pastors around the country, that when she calls, they answer. I've been in awe. I've been in awe of when you talk about somebody who has touched lives. And sometimes I'm in another state and mention her name, and people are like, "Oh my gosh!" Like people are like, "Oh my gosh, Rita Twiggs," but she is a humble servant, and I just have enjoyed this. And I'm not trying to embarrass you, Dr. Twiggs. I'm not. I'm just saying that
I'm gonna get my 24 customers, my 240 customers eventually. But you know what? It's important to me that everybody be helped in any way that we can. And Julius, you are the best. Kirk,
No,
you're the
thank you.
best. Just wanted to say that. Y'all are the best. Linda, you're the best. People, you're in the hands of the best tonight. Okay?
And you are the best. Let me say this. It's not everyone that can do a launch call and get 151 participants on the call. That's what she did a few weeks ago. So your name is a testament, and it's, thank you for being who you are, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
So we're going to go ahead and jump in, guys. I'm going to be really brief tonight, but I want you to understand if you're a guest here tonight, I want you to take a piece of paper, take notes. I'm going to give you fundamental pieces so that you can make the decision of, okay, how do we get started? If you have an organization and you have members, I want you to understand this program works for you. Okay? So many times when working with organizations, nonprofits, churches, family homes for single moms, this program works for you. Okay, so this is not about if this program works, it's to give you the details so that you can launch it. Okay, and so Save and Serve is a program I created fundamentally around this idea that Think Plus, which is the company that I learned about just about 3 years ago, wanted to solve one problem. How do we solve the one piece that everybody's been most concerned about? It is being able to have some type of guaranteed protection around a customer who's paying for electricity. Listen to what I said. The CEO wanted to solve a fundamental problem. How do we create some level of protection or guarantee around people paying for this thing called electricity? Because for the last 10 or 15 years, there's been no guardrails. So what happened to many people before is they signed up for programs that didn't protect them. Now, some of you know my mother was a pastor, God rest her soul, and I have 9 pastors in my family. So I've done everything in the church. I was the junior deacon, I was the welcome board, I was the youth pastor. I worked in every part, finance in the church. And so having 9 pastors in my family and also having small churches to big churches, the one thing everybody would say, my cousins and my aunts would say, before we let something in the door, we need to make sure that it protects the member. Okay. So for nonprofit leaders on today, for church leaders, I want you to know I come from a perspective of everything I share with you will protect your members. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that. But Save and Serve came out of this idea that if Think Plus could do this incredible thing by protecting members on energy costs, we could also help nonprofit organizations. So by saving each one of your members on energy, we get to serve the mission of the organization, which means that a donation comes to the church or the nonprofit every time a member signs up. Imagine that one of your members pays for their electricity every month, and every month there's a contribution back into the organization. So let's jump right in. So the first thing you're wondering is, who is Think Energy? Now, Think Energy is a company that was started by a gentleman by the name of Michael Falquist, who had a vision. He had a vision to use technology to be able to solve a big problem. He wanted to solve this problem of, how do you make sure somebody can sign up for an energy product and also not have to worry about being surprised later, like many people did. And but the timing of it, he didn't know the timing was going to be like it was. We didn't know there was going to be so many factors that impacted your members. Because here's what's happening to every one of your members right now is that we have a transition to, there's factors such as transition to renewables, which is expensive. We have increased demand on electric vehicles. We're seeing people plug up at home more than we've ever seen before. We've seen global instability at levels we've never seen. 2.5 years ago, this slide was here, and we were talking about the Ukraine war, and now we're talking about the Iranian war, which is driving oil and gas prices up, which is going to drive energy prices up. We're looking at a real thing, this thing called artificial intelligence. Anybody here use ChatGPT, AI? I was just on a call today with a pastor who I'm teaching a tool called Notebook LM2, where we're able to help build out almost podcast with his sermons. And so AI is something that's real. We can't ignore it, but it uses more energy than most cities. So all of your members are dealing with this problem. If you like it or not, if I like it or not, they're dealing with it. And here today, we're sitting at a place where 28 million Americans need help. These are numbers from the Red Cross. There are 28 million people that need help with electricity prices. And this is not just happening by mistake. Okay, this year in 2026, $163 billion was cut from programs that fund nonprofits. Okay, this is in 2026. So churches, schools, nonprofit organizations that help seniors, 22% cut in 2026. $4 billion has been cut from LI HEAP, which is a low-income energy assistance program. These are your members. Okay, these are your members that need these programs. $770 million from block grants, which many of your organizations use to achieve your mission. So this is 2026. We're not talking about 5 years ago. Many times you look at presentations and you're wondering what, is this 4 or 5 years ago? These are things you all can look up and go research, because this is happening right now. And each one of your members is dealing with this national crisis. Every member is dealing with it. And so here's what's happening is that each one of your members is dealing with a crisis. And Think Plus has one goal. Is how do we make sure that people understand what the choices are? What are the safe choices right now? Is somebody going to be transparent with us? Because 90% of people don't know how to read their energy bill. They look at the bottom, the page where the bill is, and they determine if it feels too high or not. I got an 86-year-old dad that lives in an apartment that was paying a bill that was $150, and now it's almost $300. These are your members. And then sustainability, how do we make sure that there's something left for the future and make sure that we're making the right decisions? I'm going to share 4 products with you, 4 things for your members. I'm going to go through these, but I want you to understand that each one of the things I'm going to share with you is free for your member to sign up, and it is also no contract is involved. And we'll talk about that with the different products. But I want you to understand that these products are for your members to sign up with today, okay? And so the first one that I'm going to talk about is Community Solar. Now, Community Solar is simply this. It is a state program. It is a state-funded, sponsored program that all we're doing is educating people about. Okay, that's all Think is doing in this process, but it is a 20-year savings. Let's take a look at this overview briefly to share with you what community solar is and what it does. Let me just double check my audio to make sure you guys can hear, because I don't think I turned it on.
Solar power is becoming more and more popular, and it's easy to see why. Not only is it a clean, renewable source of energy, solar power can actually save you money on your energy costs. But did you know that you don't have to buy and install solar panels to experience these benefits? That's where community solar comes in. Community solar is a state-run program providing an easy way for you to enjoy the benefits of solar without the investment or hassle of installing panels and equipment. Through Think Community Solar, you can subscribe to a local solar farm in your community and receive a solar credit that reduces what you owe to the utility each month. Think Community Solar is available in eligible states to all who pay an electric bill, including renters, homeowners, and businesses. There's no need to own property, no installation required, no upfront costs, and no long-term commitment or termination fees. Just 5 to 10% savings off the solar credits you receive each and every month. Here's how it works. Solar developers build community solar farms in places like commercial building rooftops, parking lots, empty fields, or even landfills. Next, the solar power generated flows to the local electricity grid. Then, customers subscribe to Think Community Solar to reserve a portion of the solar credits generated by the solar farm. This reduces what they owe to the utility each month. Finally, customers receive a monthly solar credit on their utility bill for the electricity produced and will save up to 10% on the solar credits received for up to 20 years. You simply sign up in a few minutes and start saving money on your energy bills as soon as you are connected to an available solar farm in your area. By providing clean energy jobs and paying local taxes, community solar farms help boost the local economy. And by reducing our reliance on fossil fuels, we can protect precious resources like our air, water, and wildlife. So if you're interested in supporting a cleaner environment, saving money on your energy costs, and supporting your local community, we invite you to sign up today. It's an easy and rewarding way to make a positive shift for yourself and the world we share. Welcome to Think Community Solar.
Okay, so community solar is not what you think. Many people think that community solar is about solar panels on the roof of a home. It's the opposite. It's a program that someone can subscribe to just like they subscribe to Netflix. It's just that they don't have to pay for it. So here's how it works, is that in the state, there are solar farms that are available to each one of the residents in that state. And if you live in the state, a portion of your taxes go to taking care of the community solar farms. It's a guaranteed savings for up to 20 years. So right there, do you have members in your congregation, in your membership, that could use a 20-year savings on their energy bills right now? When bills are up 30, 40, 50%. So the savings is between 5 and 25%. Rooftop is not required. It's free to enroll. You cancel at any time, and renters qualify. So people who are renting homes, renting apartments, renting trailers, it doesn't matter. Literally, you have this program available. If you're in a state that community solar is available, this is something you can take to your members right away. And so now what we're going to do is look at our second product for your members, AutoSave. Now, AutoSave is unique, and I was explaining it to someone the other day. Everybody, when they talk about energy and energy prices, everybody talks about is your rate cheaper than my rate? And that's what we saw before, right? Somebody would come and knock on your door, or somebody would put a flyer in your mail and say, my rate is going to be cheaper than your rate, so sign up for a contract window. But then when that window was over, the rate would then go up even past the utilities price, right? But we said, why is it that we couldn't just check for the best thing for your members every month? Why can't we just, why is it? We have technology that allows us to check our bank accounts. We have Siri, we have Alexa, we're able to see millions of movies on Netflix. We're even having our cars drive by themselves. So are you telling me there's not technology that could just check to make sure that we are safe as energy customers? Well, here at Think Plus, we figured out that we could, and it's called AutoSave. So take a look at this, and let me show you how we're protecting people with a technology that is here for you and proprietary to our company.
Welcome to AutoSave. the easiest way to save money on electricity automatically. No more shopping around, no fees, no risk. Just guaranteed savings anytime Think Energy is your supplier. Everyone uses energy differently, yet most people pay the same price. We believe you should be rewarded for being a smart energy user. With AutoSave, your Think Energy rate is personalized just for you. Here's how it works. You sign up for AutoSave. We review your personalized Think Energy rate offer every month. If your personalized rate offer can beat the utility's price to compare, we switch you. If not, you're served by the utility. We look for savings every month so you don't have to. And as you can see, over time, your savings can really add up. If there's an opportunity to save with Think Energy, it'll happen, all upside, with the peace of mind of the utility's standard rate as your safety net. Simple, risk-free, and automatic. And you'll always know what's happening. We actively monitor your savings potential and notify you if your energy supply changes. Still the same utility, still the same bill. Just guaranteed savings anytime Think Energy is your supplier, with no interruption to your service. AutoSave is all upside, and you'll have peace of mind knowing that you'll never pay more than your utility's standard rate. That's AutoSave. And now, when you connect your smart thermostat to your account, Think Energy will unlock an enhanced product, guaranteeing you'll save at least 5% below your utility's price to compare every month. No fees, no stress, no risk. Just guaranteed savings anytime Think Energy is your supplier, automatically.
Okay, so AutoSave is this, is that each one of your members are guaranteed to save money when they're with Think Energy. No cap on that saving, and there's no limits to that. They're guaranteed to never pay more than the utility. You never have to worry about members being surprised. So imagine if you're in a market where we have community solar, we have AutoSave, your members could sign up for one or both. But here's the key. The members, you never have to worry about the members being in a position that they're not saving. So there are no renewals. Sign up once. We do all the work. The technology does all the work. They can cancel anytime with no fee. Now, if you're on tonight and you're a leader in an organization, do you think that your members would want something like this? Or do you think they need something like this? You know, I'm going to share a little bit about Texas before I close out because it's one of the largest energy markets in the country. A $40 billion market, 26 million organizations, and 26 million people that are literally there, one of the largest market in the country. And we understood that the savings there is a little different. Working with organizations and big churches like the Potter's House and large organizations, that Texas customers just are very knowledgeable, okay? And so unlike any other market in the country, we knew we had to offer valuable products. And so there we offer products that are rate products, and we also offer something that we're excited about called Think Smart. Now put a note, Think Smart. Think Smart is another cool technology we've created that does one specific thing. It says, hey, if we understand how you use electricity, we can guarantee you a savings. And so we guarantee $120 a year when someone connects their smart thermostat with Think Smart. Now, the final piece of the puzzle that I'm going to share with you and for your members is what I feel like is really going to allow us to help me meet my vision of 10,000 organizations. Now, you've heard about AutoSave, Community Solar, Think Smart. But here is the next stage of what we're able to do. Now, this is something that our technology has literally will allow us to do something that is going to help people for over 15 years. Now, imagine a member in your organization saving money for 15 years, 20 years on community solar, forever. On AutoSave, it's unlimited. There's no limit on that. For Think Smart, as long as they have the thermostat connected. But let's take a look at this and see where the future of energy is going and how that can impact all of your members.
Every summer we see it. Record heat, record energy demand, and the same story on repeat. Regular outages, soaring prices, a grid pushed to the breaking point.
The Earth is still hot, and so is the demand for electricity.
More energy is better than less energy.
With the rise of AI technology, demand on power plants is increasing.
Here's the thing. The grid we all depend on was built more than 100 years ago, for a time when electricity flowed one way, from a few big power plants to every home and business. But that world has changed. Today, millions of devices draw power every second. Demand for electricity keeps growing, but the grid hasn't kept pace. And it's not steady. Some hours we have plenty of power, others we're short. That's why electricity now costs different amounts at different times of day. When demand peaks, energy gets expensive. And when we need less energy, it's cheap. And this means consumers have to work harder and pay more for less reliable energy. Until now. A quiet revolution has started. Home batteries can now store energy when it's cheap or abundant, and use or even sell it back when it's needed most. Link thousands of those batteries together with smart software, and you get something entirely new called a virtual power plant. Instead of waiting for a distant generator to fire up, these connected devices can instantly feed energy back into the grid. The grid pays providers for this support. Those earnings can be shared with customers, lowering costs for the homeowners whose batteries made it possible. For consumers, that means significantly lower costs, predictable rates, and backup power when the grid fails, along with a direct role in building a cleaner, more resilient energy system. We are reshaping how electricity works as we're preparing to bring this idea to scale.
Think Plus will be partnering with a next-generation virtual power plant, connecting homes, batteries, and people into one intelligent energy network.
Our consumers will pay much less for even more reliable energy, with backup power for their homes. And when enough homes join, the grid gets stronger and energy becomes something we all share. This is the power of connection.
Coming soon from Think Plus.
Well, that is the final piece of the puzzle. And so we are now going to be offering a solution to families and to your membership that will allow them to be able to get a battery backup for their home. We've partnered with EcoFlow. EcoFlow is Time Magazine one of their best innovations of 2025. But it is a product that is both stable and will allow your members to get a few things. Number one, they're going to get savings on electricity for 15 years. They're going to get a free backup power to their home, okay? And there's no cost to install. And there's also no cost to warranty. So imagine this. Imagine in your organization, your nonprofit, you have 100 of your members that are able to get onto the home battery program. Imagine being able to go into your community energy program and saying, we have a community energy program where we are helping 500 families save every month on their energy costs. From community solar to autosave to think smart to a free home battery. Imagine that conversation in your organization. Now the savings is incredible. We're talking about over 20 years, millions of dollars in savings that's not just helping people on Thanksgiving or Christmas. We're not just talking about helping them during certain times of year. We're talking about having a real impact in their homes. But still, many organizations, I want to be very transparent with you, and this is somebody that has spent his life working in the church, growing up in the church. The one thing that I find is that many organizations still pause. They know their members need help. They know that this is a need. They know, and they pause on the promise. And I put this slide in here because I wanted to really talk deeply to my leaders. Because what I want you to understand is that no longer is it an option to pause. Your members right now are struggling. And Think Plus has put something together that has literally allowed us to step into people's lives and help them immediately. All members are protected. The church can help families immediately. Members can support the church monthly with no additional funds. I'm going to talk about the serve part of this, because for every member that saves, it will serve financially in the organization. And then we can help the community that we are in. So for community members that are around the organization, community members that come in and support your organization can also sign up for the program. But that's just not it. here at Think Plus, we created a program called Think Local, which I'm excited about. What if we could just give you $2,500? What if, in addition to what you're gonna, and I haven't gone into the amount you're gonna earn yet for your member savings, but what if we could give you towards what you're working on and building, and you're not, and this is for nonprofits to be a part of Save and Serve. You do not need to be a nonprofit organization to take advantage of Think Local. You do. Think Local it's funds that our company gives us up to $10 in community cash to give away to local causes chosen by us, the energy advisors. We've given away to youth organizations, cancer organizations, nonprofits that help single moms. We've given away to all types of organizations around the country, and we can run campaigns for $2,500. And I think we have about $100,000+ available for campaigns. And so this is just another way that we give that's outside of how your organization can help you. And so I know you're waiting to say, Julie, show us with our members signing up for this, what do we get? And so before I step into that, I'm going to show you where we are. So right now we are in 13 states with retail electricity, 6 states with AutoSave, 11 states with community solar, and we'll be at another 6 states with a home battery program. All this means is that if your organization's in one of these states, you're able to also get customers and members to sign up in any of the states we're in. For example, if a church is in Maryland, but they have a sister church in New Jersey, that church can also partner with them with the community energy program. Now, 10,000 churches is a small amount. It's a small amount, but it's a start. It's a start of what I believe we can do, because we're talking about millions of members that need help today. And by supporting the members with savings, the organization can truly fulfill the mission. And I'm going to step into that, because every customer is truly a financial seed that's being planted back into the organization. So if your organization literally let's just say let's go and look at some options of what this could look like. And I like doing this because I like to show what the potential is. Okay. Every time there's 2 ways that the organization is actually paid when it helps the member save. So let's just say I go to Ebenezer Baptist Church, and Ebenezer launched its community energy program, and their pastor or head of the program, because we're going to select a person that is in charge of the program for the church, so the pastor doesn't have to do that. And they're going to say, we're launching a community energy program that we've partnered with Think Energy. And what's going to happen is that members can save with community solar, AutoSave, home battery program, whatever is in your area. And for every member that saves money, it's going to give money to, and what I recommend is assigning it to a mission. I'm going to show you a flyer from a few churches. One church is paying off its mortgage, so they're using it as a mortgage burning opportunity. Another church is using it towards a youth, a school that they're building. And so the community energy program helps fund a mission in the church. If it's missionary work overseas, if it's for a shelter, if it's for additional clothing for shelter members. But for every member that signs up to save, the organization gets 2 payments. Number one is the first payment is going to be paid for the member signing up to save. So if I'm going to Ebenezer Church and I sign up, and I sign up, next Friday, the church will get a check for me signing up between $20 and $50, okay? Depending on what product I use. And then I will start I'll pay my electric bill like I normally do. And so when I pay my electric bill every 3rd Friday, the organization is going to get a check for me paying my electric bill. I don't have to give an additional donation. I don't have to give an additional offering. This is going to come to the church every month because I'm just going to pay my energy bill. And here's this is just a scenario. This is a scenario of a church with 100 members. As I said, sign-up bonuses are $20 to $50. Right now in Maryland, we have $20 to $135. But I have here $20, okay? So this is the lowest that you will get for members joining. So that would be $2,000 in helping 100 members save. And then we're in residuals, that's going to be based on how much energy that your members use. So we're going to say $500 a month in residual, which is $8,000 a year. Now, the organization didn't have to go out and spend time trying to get people to donate this money. They didn't have to go out. Their members are saving on a bill they're going to pay for the rest of their life. But let's go down to when we get to 250 members. We're looking at $5,000 in one-time bonuses, over $1,200 a month, every single month, $20,000 over the first year, $80,000 over 5 years. Some organizations I'm working with have over 3,000 members. Now imagine your members, imagine coming up to the quarterly financial meeting, which most organizations have, and being able to say, we have 1,000 members, 1,000 people that we're helping in our community energy program. From that program, we're going to use those dollars to be able to help homeless families. We've raised $20,000 so far in our program, and then we're going to take the $5,000 a month and be able to keep the program alive. Because in your organizations, how many programs in your churches, your nonprofits have to end because of lack of resources? So this program is just about, and I call it the community energy program, but it should be applied to a goal the church wants to have, and it should be up. It should be posted up. Like, remember the thermostat we used to have, like our goal is 1,000 families, and use it as a program that can not only help people, but also we could say, hey guys, we got 1,000 members that are saving, on community solar for the next 20 years. We have 1,000 families that are going to save on autosave. We have 400 families that have free home batteries for the next 15 years. They're going to save and have a home battery backup. And down in Dallas, Texas, 267 brownouts and blackouts over the last 3 years. We're talking about being able to have real impact. And so before I close out, folks say, well, Julius, how much is it for my organization to get set up? I want to be clear, it is no cost to your members. Your members will come in and sign up in your organization as members for savings. There's no cost for that. For the organization to get everything set up for itself, it's $59 for the year, no monthly fee. The renewal is $149 a year, but $59 a year. 2 members sign up. I always say 2 members sign up and the $59 will be covered. And so literally it's $59 a year, no monthly. The website will have the organization's name on it. They'll be able to go in and check every single member that signed up. They'll be able to see it and run a report. The financial leadership will be able to see that. They'll be able to see every single person that signed up through their website in a report to say, oh, we're helping 1,000 families or 2,000 families. They'll be able to see that real time at any point. They also will be able to see how much funds have come in order to support the organization as well. And so that is what Save and Serve is. It is a way to help your members to be able to save on something that they're struggling with, but also serve your mission as an organization, your mission as a church, your mission as a nonprofit, because the funds that you've had before are under attack, if we like it or not. We're looking at billions of dollars that are just gone. And it doesn't matter what you believe, what you don't believe. It doesn't matter where you're at. It's just a fact that the funds don't exist like they used to. And so we are one of the only companies that offers a series of products like this. I'm excited because I can come to you as a leader of an organization, and I can give you something right now that you can take to every single one of your members, and you can make a change in their life. And so I'm going to tell you, let's get launched. Let's get set up and let's get launched. Let's get the people in the room that you may need. If you need somebody that you say, hey, look, Julius, I need to get my armor bearer for my churches, or I got to get my financial person for my nonprofits, or I need to get a group together. Like, get them together, but get your organization signed up as soon as possible, because you can start helping people this weekend to get started with your community energy program. You can create impact, you can cut costs for your members, and you can earn funds that are critical for keeping your work and your mission up and running. And so thank you so much, everybody. I want to go ahead and take a few minutes and answer any questions and talk to my hostess of the mostest, Dr. Rita Twiggs, always hanging with me. Really appreciate you.
I appreciate you. And also, oh, let me do this. Wait a minute. My
Is
bad.
that me? Okay.
Yes. No, that's not you. That's not you. I was trying to get someone signed on and never could get her signed on, but we'll work that out. We'll get that straight for next week. It's always a delight to hear you share with those who are listening the vision, because where there's no vision, people perish. Okay. If we didn't have solutions that Think is providing, we would be sitting here and twiddling our thumbs trying to figure it out. The vision has been cast. The help is here. And so the people need the help. The leaders have the vision. If you catch this vision, it will work. It will work. And not only will it work for the people, but it will work for you and for the organization that you head. And so I just want to thank Lisa, thank Kirk, thank all who are a part, Linda, who have come to support, to lend their support, because we believe in what Think is offering for the people. And Julius, again, masterful presentation. Get back to the person who invited you to this call. If no one invited you to the call, you just stumbled into it, which is not likely, but if someone invited you and they thought enough of you to extend the invitation, please get back to them so that we can answer your questions and get you signed up, because the fortune is in the follow-up. And you can hear all of this, but if you don't take action, then we'll still be here this time next week, and the people will still be wondering, what are we going to do with these high energy bills that keep on going up? Please take action. Get mad at the situation. And what that means is make a decision today to go ahead and get started, because it can't cost you. It will not cost you. I promise you, it'll only bless you. Julius.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Did you
much.
want to mention the
Kirk.
Zoom coming up as well?
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Kirk. Say it again.
Yeah, we have another Zoom coming up, a company Zoom that some people may be interested in, our
Yes.
Empower Hour. That was awesome, Julius. You get better. I think you get better every single time you do it. I love it.
No, that's a great. No, definitely. Let's. So for those of you who are just looking at, especially my leaders on, if you, Empower Hour is a moment where you get to hear about the powerful things happening with this company, the technologies, the what we're doing across the country. And so, can we put that in the chat? Can somebody pull that number in the chat for me? Is that possible? The Empower Hour. So Empower Hour is open. It's 8:00 p.m. Eastern. If you want to call in and listen, even if you're a guest here tonight, please come in, listen, hear about the vision of where we're going as an organization. It is very exciting. It is very powerful. And if you're looking at, hey, do I want to bring my organization into this? It's a great way to understand how big and how large we're seeing our impact across the United States. And so, thank you so much, Kirk. Thank you for that.
And also, we have a special guest, and I can't help but just brag on women power. Okay, you got Linda, you got Kirk, but you got Lisa Kinney. Lisa, please just say hello to all of the people who are with us tonight.
Well, hi everybody. This was an amazing presentation. Julius, Kirk is right. You get better every time, every time. That was so informative and just so powerful when you think that organizations will not have to ask people to reach into their pockets and give when everyone is struggling so terribly right now. So it's just such a powerful program. And if I've learned one thing on this Zoom, I've learned that I want to hang out with Dr. Rita.
We're gonna hang out in 5 minutes on the power.
Okay.
I'll be looking for you, Lisa. I'll be looking for you.
I'm telling you,
all of you.
Boy, You missed the call, you missed the blessing, Dr. Rita, and people that are on this call are going to get the blessing. So
Blessings to you. Leaders, please pass down or pass around or pass on the link for the next meeting. The next Zoom is going to start in approximately 7 minutes. Pass it on to all of your downline, all of your visitors. I don't see it in the chat, but pass it on. I know that Kirk has sent it to us.
Yeah, we have it. Yes, we have it in the chat. We have it in the chat.
It is in the chat now. Okay.
What I want to do is
Oh, I
just so
see.
that folks can get there. To all our leaders who are on tonight, if you're a guest, get with the person that invited you and let us go ahead and set up a time to answer any questions you need. And please, the person that invited you will be able to get you in contact with any of us to be able to support you in getting set up. And I want to welcome you all to Save and Serve. Have a blessed night, everybody.
And don't forget, we can't reach you if we don't have a way to. So get in touch some kind of way so that we can follow up with you.
All right, everybody. Have a good night.
thanks so much.
Thank you.
I'm about to have a good day, no matter what they say.
I love that song. Oh, you cut off the song.
Oh man, that was a good song.
Where was
too.
the song? Where's the song? Oh man. There we are.
There it is.
I remember back when I was low as a rug. Now I'm standing up, look at what my father does. Turning all things new, gray skies blue. Hear the church say, won't he do it? I know he's got my back.
Heading over to our next call.
I'm about to have a good day, no matter what they say. Sun is shining down on me. Birds are singing.
See you next door.
I'm about to have a good day in every single way.
You're right, it is next door.